Get loud for the fucking lawyer here. Give it up for Joe Samo!
Hey, how you folks doing? San Marcos. This is my first time performing in San Marcos. Hopefully not my last. It's a beautiful city, isn't it?
Yeah.
San Marcos. I had the misfortune of growing up in El Cajon, East County. I know. And, El Cajon is a miserable place. I don't know how. I was born in Baghdad, Iraq, and when we were very young, my dad, for some reason that I don't understand, moved us to El Cajon. We went from Baghdad to El Cajon. Okay? To this day, I don't know if it was an upgrade or a downgrade. And then, to my horror, after I graduated law school, the first job I had was in El Cajon. And I remember, man, they had me doing some divorce law. This was a while ago. And then one time, one of the clients was in there, and she was from El Cajon. She was hot. She was probably the best thing that came out of an El Cajon mobile home park, by far. She must have won Miss El Cajon mobile home park 10 years in a row, right? Now, she was getting a divorce because her husband was cheating on her in these wild, mobile home parties, and then he got herpes, and then she got herpes, right? So there's this hot woman across from me who has herpes, right? Super hot. And I was like, let me Google how bad can herpes be. For the record, wasn't that bad. It was really cool because, it was worth it. I got herpes, she got free legal advice. The weird thing was, years later, I heard her saying to people, my lawyer really screwed me over. And I didn't know whether to be upset or flattered. Yes. So, believe it or not, you thought buying the tickets was a waste of money. I actually took a comedy class. Talking about wasting money, right? And the comedy class, I mistakenly thought it was going to be fun and everything was cool and stuff. No, the instructor was so mean, right? So I'd go to comedy class and if I held the mic too far from my mouth, he'd say, hey, Joe Samo, put the mic right on your mouth. All right? Then he goes, in front of everyone, Joe Samo, pretend the mic's a dick and put it in your mouth. Now my problem is, I'm a really good student. So the next day, I go up there and I'm looking, I'm like, okay, pretend it's a dick. Pretend it's a dick. Right? 45 minutes later, he has the audacity to say, what the fuck are you doing? And I said, I ain't gonna finish until this microphone explodes in my face. Do it legit. Hey, we have newlyweds here, just married, these two. Just married, newlyweds. I've been married 17 years. And so I got good advice. And good quotes. Let me think. Oh, the worst year of marriage is the year you're in. Marriage is like getting a really, really good phone, but you only get one app. And the app sometimes listens, sometimes doesn't. Once a month it goes crazy on you. And then, the secret to keeping your wife happy is such a good secret that no guy knows it. Guys aren't as good at keeping secrets, For guys, like the first year of marriage, just great sex and great food. After the first year of marriage, any sex or any food. Now, I'm 17 years married. After 10 years, just any food. I came home one night, my wife heated the kebab that she made last February. I said, you did this for me? I was like in love all over again. All over again. And then my nephew is he's way younger and he's dating now. He has, luckily for him, he has me as a mentor. So he told me, he's like, hey, uncle, there's this girl I met, I really like her, and then I started following her on Instagram. I said, nephew, stop right there. You like a girl, you don't follow her on Instagram. You do what I did when I was a kid. You follow her home. What's up? Follow her to her place of business. Learn how to Jimmy open her car. Follow her on Instagram. She's going to think you're a stalker. But it's not fair. Like, it's kind of easy to date these days, you know? They just go on Tinder, Bumble, Grindr. Be proud, right? I mean, when I was younger and I wanted to meet the right girl, I had to go to Tijuana. True story. There was this massage parlor in Tijuana. It took me about 5 or 6 visits before I realized they also do massages there. I swear to God. No. It's a really good place. And the worst experience I ever had is when my wife bought me a legitimate massage. It was so annoying. I had to pretend to enjoy it, right? And I just remember the lady asking me, like, "Oh, where are you stiff?" I said, "I can't tell you. You know, it's a legit place." Then, what else? Like, yeah, it was like, she said, "Well, is your back hurting?" And I said, "No, because then I'd be at a chiropractor, you know?" These people think they're going to cure my toothache next time. And then, yeah. So, let's see, what else? My marital advice. I know I have good marital advice. Oh, one thing about being married, you'll always be broke. I am broke. For example, we have 2 cats. All right, I can't stand these cats. One of the times, one of the cats was sick. We took the cat to a veterinarian, right? And then the veterinarian comes out, and she says, "Mr. Samo," and I get worried when someone calls me Mr. Samo. Unless I'm in Tijuana and it's like, we're doing what we had to calm down. Otherwise, I hate when people call me Mr. Samo. She looks at me and she says, "Well, the problem is the cat swallowed a paper clip. And to get it out, we have to surgically remove it." I said, "Doc, how much is that going to cost?" She said, $5,000.
Oh, wow.
I said, "Doc, I don't care about the paperclip that much." I have tons of those motherfuckers at home. Yeah. That was bad. Then what else? We have this neighbor, super, he's a reverend, okay? Super nice guy. Comes up to me the other day. He said, "You know, hey, I support this family in Uganda for just $20 a month. The whole family of 9 in Uganda. Do you want to support a family in Uganda for $20 a month?" And I said, "I don't know." He said, "There's got to be something you could give up. That's $20 a month." I said, "Well, I have a Pornhub subscription that's $20 a month." Right? And he looks at me and he goes, What's the big deal? You can't watch the ads?" And I was wondering how this reverend knew so much. But regardless, okay, I said to him, "No, I cannot watch the ads." And now, to this day, do you know how guilty I feel every time I'm watching Pornhub? Like, I'll see like 2 girls, or maybe they're 3, I don't know. They're going at it, it's awesome, it's great. And then I start thinking of this family in Uganda that I could be supporting. Right? If I just didn't have to watch the ads, right? And then, you know, I just, in my mind, I think of like little Dikembe going home. And then, you know, he's like, "I'm super hungry." And his mom says, "Well, I'm sorry, we don't have dinner." "Why, Mom?" "Because Joe Samo can't watch Pornhub with the ads." You know how guilty I feel? And little Dikembe needs like a surgery. And then the doctor comes out. "We can't do your heart surgery and save your life." And little Dikembe says, "Why not, doctor?" And the doctor looks at him and says, "Because Joe Samo can't watch Pornhub with the ads." Right? No. Let me see, more marriage advice. So yeah, 17 years I've been married. My wife is wonderful. She told me the other day, she goes, "I want to change things up in bed." And I said, "So how are you going to do that?" And then she invited me for the first time. I thought it was nice, you know. Kind of sucked because there was a long line. You thought waiting for Krispy Kreme donuts took a while. Oh, no. Let me tell you about this line. All right, thank you, folks. That's my time. I had a great time. I appreciate